Hey everyone, hopping on quickly from my bathroom, one of them downstairs, because I can't do anything super formal tonight. I am actually right in the middle of curling my daughter's hair. Life, right? So welcome. Welcome to my life. Welcome to motherhood. Welcome to real life. Welcome to the Be Unique community. You'll hear background noise down here. Totally fine. You might even get some action from the dogs. You will not see me actually curling hair or anything like that. I don't think, unless my daughter backs up or anything. But apologies in advance for no formalized background or anything like that. But we have to wing it sometimes. I didn't want to miss the live. I thought it was really important that I come on and keep everything going, especially because next week school starts. So I'll be back in the swing of things. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. There was some action during my Wellness Wednesday, especially on the community post I saw. So that was exciting. And definitely lots of love on my page, some new followers hopping on there, so that was very exciting as well. Welcome to all of my new followers. Welcome to all of my pre-existing followers. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to the people that we send it to, and welcome to the people that will be coming on eventually. I'm Jasmine, and everyone is a part of this community. So that's the best part of the Be Unique community. And that's really where we're going to get started. I know last week was very, very heavy, but it was a long time coming, to be quite honest. And I don't think a lot of people could really know where we're headed without knowing where I've been and know some of my story. So it was really important for me to get it out there, and it was really liberating, to be quite honest, because a lot of people like to deny your truth, and a lot of people I know in the past always denied my truth. So it's important to share your truth, and it was important for me to share my truth. So never, never, never be afraid to share your truth. And that's one of the things that I'm working on right now with my kids. Honesty is honesty, and my daughter is huffing and puffing as we speak, because I don't fault people for being honest. I fault people for living a life of dishonesty and hiding their truth, whatever that is and whatever that means to you. So, case in point, some of my most recent posts. My daughter is like hysterical right now, if you guys could see her over here, which you can't, luckily. Never hide your truth. Don't hide who you are. Don't hide who you're meant to be. Society nowadays, I'm actually extremely proud of the younger generation for stepping up and owning who they are. I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now with gender identity, the sexes, all of that stuff. But to be honest, God, how long have we been waiting for people to actually voice things? So kudos to people who are doing that. I'm actually a very proud LGBTQ plus ally, and I've always been an ally, so I will continue to be an ally. And I, during my healing journey, sat in on, I can't even tell you, countless meetings with groups and supported and was so accepted and welcomed by communities that I never thought that I was gonna ever be a part of. So it's really refreshing when you start to open yourself up, who you're going to actually interact with, and where you're going to find yourself in your journey. So that's part of the power of living in your truth and being who you are. You really start to not care about everything else, and you start to let others bring you out of character less and less. So You own yourself. You own who you are. You own your style. You own your voice. You own every single thing that is you. Did you ever see the older generation? I mean, I'm talking about when we were younger, the older generation. And you would see someone doing something that, again, we consider to be older. And we're like, God, they're so whatever. Fill in the descriptive word. Why are they being that way? Well, guess what? Now, as we're starting to creep up there, because again, I'm 39, a little bit plus, you start to realize, plus a couple days. Couple months now.
Months.
You start to realize they've owned it. They're realizing, they've discovered, they're harnessing themselves. And you know what? Kudos for them. Don't change. At that point, be who you are, respectively. We want them to be who they are, respectively. We don't want cruelty in the world. We don't want unkindness in the world. We don't want people using their unhealed versions to make us feel any less of a human because of it. So that's important. Am I pulling? Sorry.
Hurt.
Go ahead. Go backwards.
I'm okay.
Tension.
Ripping my
But
hair.
that's really important. So like projecting is really important to watch out for. And making sure you have your boundaries is also really important as well, because people love to project, okay? And that's when you have to really know who you are, what you stand for, and what you're about, because projections only go so far. Don't allow people to take you outside of where you are and project their insecurities onto you. If you fully know who you are, those projections won't work. If you are able to look inside your mirror and have your own moments, projections won't work. If you're confident in both your securities and insecurities, projections won't work, because 9 times out of 10, I can tell you exactly what happened out not you 10, I 10.
I'm not trying to get burned.
Turn that way.
Oh, it's like
Turn
a
that way.
stick.
I can tell you my insecurities and anything about me before you can point them out. And anything you have to say negative, I've probably said worse in my own head. Another thing I want to point out is nasty, negative people. If you think any type of shade that you're going to throw at anyone, move a little forward, babe.
Okay.
Anybody is going to ricochet and hit them and hurt them, when you've gone low, and I'm talking about low, and had your moments where you suffered from any type of anxiety, depression, low, not able to get out of bed, not able to do stuff for yourself, not able to do stuff for those around you. I'm talking about really had those moments. Comments from other people are nothing. They mean nothing. They are nothing. And at the end of the day, they're not going to do anything other than make you chuckle, because, like I said in my last live, my healing has already started. It's been done. I'm on my journey. I'm actually here to help others. I could have easily just been like, badge of honor? Cool, thanks. I'm walking away. Moving on up. No, I'm doing it because I want to help people. I'm here because I want to heal people. I'm growing because, again, those bottom moments, exactly, have been so hard, so painful. I've been there. I'm going to take a picture of, I'm going to finish, of what I had to actually physically change in my room, because there's a beanbag bed that I love, I wholeheartedly love, but when I was breaking so bad a year and a half ago, so hard, and going through such a major form of depression because of something that I was going through in my life, I could not physically get myself out of that beanbag chair, aka bed, and be the person that you guys see right now, the bubbly version that's me, the one that I've always been, the one that I've always known to be, not a fake person, not a mask, not a show, genuinely me. But life broke me so hard that I became someone so unrecognizable, that panic attacks took over my life, that anxiety was filling my body so much that I was crippled and depressed and literally diagnosed with even anorexia by the time that I went in and got help for myself. Because again, help for myself I got because I wasn't able to get the proper help from the place I was in. So when that happens to you and you are in that low place or a stage or wherever it is, and you're putting those signs out there and you're broken and you're down and you're out, the best thing you can do for yourself and others is to get help and to know the signs and to go back and find yourself. Because when you do, you're back on your healing journey and you're stronger than ever. And there's nothing wrong with that because everyone's been there. Everyone's gone through it in some capacity and there's nothing wrong with it. It's not shameful. Life is hard. Life is scary. Life is uncomfortable. People do really, really bad things to really good people. And honestly, people do bad things to bad people. But what's really important at the end of the day is knowing that there's always help. There's always a place to go and there's always a way to heal. And I've always, like I've told you guys plenty of times before, been a person who's been able to create, to innovate, to shapeshift, to make the best out of any situation. And even at my lowest moment, even in my most depressive state, even when I could almost guarantee you I didn't want to even be here anymore sometimes, I always knew I wanted more. I always knew how I saw myself. I always knew that I was stronger and better and braver.
Mom, you're gonna burn my hair
and
off.
had a reason. No, I'm not. But you have to know it. And that's exactly why there's people like me. And that's exactly why there's people around the world that are making it almost their mission, in a sense, to come out of that state and come back and say, there's a fighting chance afterwards. I used to always sit back when I was younger and wonder why certain things happened to me and why did I always have a tougher road than other people, or why did I have to study so much and certain things came naturally to other people, or why was my path more difficult, or why was my situation this way and other people's just seem to be that way? Why this and why that? Well, you know what? After the last 3 years, I slowly started to realize that all those sayings, all those things about your purpose might be bigger, your calling might be better, that's why you have to go through things. I fully embody and embrace every single thing after going through everything I went through, because if I had never gotten so uncomfortable, I would never understand what it was like to be a survivor, to be a fighter, to thrive, to truly take on and embrace every single thing that I originally stood for, but so unknowingly didn't represent and embody wholeheartedly, because I could speak it, but without truly walking it, it's different. Going in and walking the journey with some of the most courageous individuals that I have ever met, hands down, and hearing stories that would bring you to your knees, which I would love to get some people that I went to groups with on here to share their stories, because life is so easily taken for granted nowadays. When people drive around in their Porsches and their Benzes and their Mercedes, and they have someone paying all their bills, and life is so pretty for them. But when you truly have to do the work and you break and you have to pull yourself back out of a bottom spot, or you downgrade your life because you're choosing happiness instead of a paycheck, that's when the true fighter comes out. That's when you truly start to realize your superpowers. And honestly, that's where you are truly going to find out who's got tenacity and who doesn't.
What does that mean?
Who's going to be a true fighter and who doesn't. Who's really going to be here at the end of the day, and who's going to be putting their phone on silence once 5 o'clock comes around. Because guess what? Those 9-to-5ers, they don't have the fighting spirit. They don't have the innovation. They don't have the drive. They don't have the innovation. They don't have the tenacity. And they sure as fuck don't have the spirit. So when I'm telling you, there's so much more that comes to paths that tend to be a bit more difficult than others. I can tell you any day of any week that I would choose my life and my path, any day of the week over the easy route, because the easy route is just a paved road. And guess what? I have bricks. I have a whole bunch of them. And I have no problem, brick by brick, path by path, road by road, creating and building and doing anything that we need in order to get us wherever we need to go. Because that's what I'm here to do.
Ooh.
And that's what I've always been here to do. It just took me a little bit longer to figure it out.
All right, it's getting hot.
So on that note,
Is it done?
I'm going to finish my daughter's hair. She's got like 2 more pieces left. I don't want to burn her. And I will be back in action sooner than ever. I'm going to keep creating content. I got to get some more fun stuff. And you guys are awesome. I will keep on keeping on. And please message me, reach out to me. I love chatting with you guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic. And have you seen our numbers? We are exploding, everybody. So thank you guys so much. And show some love to my other socials as well. Not just Facebook. Facebook is doing amazing. But some of the other ones are like, oh, and look at YouTube, everyone. YouTube is also like, ripper. I am a micro influencer, my kids are telling me. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Be unique.